Hey y'all, it's Johnny. Welcome back to my channel. I know. It's been a minute, but your boy is back. For today's video, we'll be talking about my worst Tinder dates. Yes, y'all, my worst Tinder dates. Before we get into the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Turn on those post notifications. Now let's get into the video. Alright, y'all, and we back. So like I said, it's gonna be my worst Tinder dates, and I'm in my room, okay? Y'all see, you got the bed in the back, but let me do something different. So yeah, but this was my worst Tinder dates. Now it's gonna be 4 different stories, okay, y'all? I have 4 different stories with 4 different names, okay? So the first one, we're gonna call him Hairflip/Extra, okay? Hairflip Extra is just one person, so let's get into it. So of course, you know, like I said, it's on Tinder, so I met Hairflip on Tinder. So one day I was just swiping, you know, swipe left, swipe right, swipe left, swipe right, whatever, I'm just swiping, okay? Boom, 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 swiping. And I guess we end up matching. Now, mind you, Hairflip wasn't really my type, you know? He's not really my type. Like, he was tall, and you know, he had like acne, and he had like, you know, long hair. But I'm like, you know what, let me not judge nobody. He could just be a friend. Okay, cool. So we're, you know, talking. We're texting, getting to know each other. Like, okay, like, you know, how old are you? How are you? Blah, 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 blah. And we not find out we go to the same college. So we go to the same college. Now, mind you, the college we go to has different campuses. They have the main campus, which is in my city. Oh yeah, I had some background music. Which is in my city, and then they have smaller campuses. Like they have one that's like 45 minutes from my house, another one that's 30 minutes from my house, and it's like in different directions. So you know, we found out like he goes to the small campus, and then he has to come to the main campus for his main classes. So okay, cool. So we're just texting like, oh, we go to the same campus, you know, one day we can, you know, meet up and stuff like that. I said, okay, cool. So we end up picking a day to meet up and, you know, get ice cream and just, you know, chat, whatever. So we pick a day. I'm like, okay, cool. Mind you, y'all, the day we picked to go to the ice cream shop was a crazy day because of that day, my car was giving me issues. If y'all remember my blue car, Blue Boosie, she was giving me issues around that time. And I literally had to drop her off and go pick up my granddad car. So to pick up my granddad car, I'm already running behind, you know, behind schedule. Then what makes it worse is the ice cream shop is by a busy, like, it's not a highway, but it's like a busy road. So it's by a busy road, and also they're doing construction the same day. So there's traffic backing up on the busy road by the ice cream shop. I'm already running late because I was having car problems. Mind you, he's coming from like 30 minutes. You know, he's coming 30 minutes from where he's at, because he had to have class that same day. So it's like, okay, he was going to meet ice cream, then he was going to class, but we're just like all this stuff going on. I'm like, okay, cool. So boom, we finally get to the ice cream shop. I'm like, hey, I'm here. He said he's here too. Cool, okay, cool. You know, I get out of the car. Mind you, like I said, we've been texting for a couple weeks. Ain't nothing really been like, you know, not really. We just texting like as friends. So we got in the car. I said, hey, nice to meet you. Cool. Shook his hand. Cool. We go get ice cream. We go inside the ice cream shop. Now, mind you, when we go inside the ice cream shop, I don't know how it is with y'all friends, but how me and my friends do it, like when we go out places, it's like I buy for them, and the next time they buy for me. And, you know, that's what we usually do. So the ice cream shop knows that. Like, the ice cream shop, you know, owner knows that me and my friends, that's how we do. So we go to the ice cream shop, we just chit-chat and get our ice cream. And here's the first red flag, y'all. First red flag. We get ice cream, whatever, and then he goes and pays, you know, goes to the front and pays for ice cream. And like I just said, how me and my friends do, one time I pay, one time they pay. And that's just how we do it. So she's like, oh, is it together or separate? He yells out, it's separate. First of all, I could pay for my ice cream. It's only $4 to $5. I can pay for it. So I'm like, yeah, no. Like, that was just real extra, you being loud. Like, no, I ain't like that. So the first red flag, I was like, ooh, I don't like that. So that was that. So then we go outside, we're eating our ice cream, cool, we're just talking, whatever. You know, we're talking about like classes, how it's been going, like our grades, you know, what school we're gonna go to after we finish here. Because we was doing just 2 years, it was gonna transfer somewhere else. So like that, okay, cool. So we're just talking, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, da da da. So mind you, the whole time he's like, yeah, you know, da da da, yeah, flipping his hair, and I'm like, but it's not that deep. So while that's going on, we just talking, and I was like, yeah, sorry about that, I was running late, you know, I had car troubles. And he was like, oh no, he was like, it's okay, it was traffic, whatever. And he was like, but I just get a new car. But like he starts like saying, oh, I just got a new car, da da da, I got a new car, and that's the 2018, da da da, just going over. I'm like, okay. piped out was not that deep. Like, mind you, the car I was driving was like a 2006 Grand Marquis, and he's driving a 2018. Oh yeah, so it's me here editing y'all, and the quality might not be the best. It's my iPad, but basically he was just like bragging on his car and stuff like that, and oh yeah, he was bragging on like these new purchases he got and stuff like that, and I was like, oh okay, like you trying to keep me down because my car in the shop. Like my car was actually in the shop. Like if y'all know, back then my car was getting problems, but yeah, I ain't like that. It was just like okay, and then also it sounded like it was something else, but he just like, oh you need a new car. That's what he literally like mumbled in there too, and I'm like. Don't piss me off. But yeah, y'all, like, the next clip is gonna be basically talking about how everything just shifted. Like, yeah. Don't do Tinder, okay? And conversation was going good, and then it was like I said, it was going good, and then it just like went downhill. Like, it just got boring, and then I was like, oh, excuse me. I was like, oh yeah, cool, whatever. He was like, yeah, think about going to this college, and he starts flipping his hair, and I'm like. Okay, whatever. So he's right for me his hair. I'm like, okay, cool. And then he was, and mind you, when he's doing that, he's just flipping his hair, being extra. I'm like, bro, like it's not that deep. Like we know you got hair, we know you got a new car, and we know you pay for your ice cream. We get it. Nobody cares. So that happens. I'm like, okay, cool. So like I said, we're talking stuff like that. Time goes by. Mind you, like I said, we're by a busy road. So car, of course, there's cars flying, driving slow, whatever, cool. And then also it's a sidewalk, so people are walking. You have homeless people, regular people, whoever, etc. So people are walking by, and of course the people walking by, he's just giving them like weird looks. Now mind you, of course, you know, I'm not gonna lie, if I look at somebody I give them a weird look, but I'm not, you know, try back away. But he's just like looking deep at them, like giving them weird looks, judging them, and I'm like to myself, bro, why are you judging these people? Like, just mind your business, okay? So he's just judging them, whatever, looking, whatever, that's that. So when we're eating the ice cream, and I guess he got to the bottom of his ice cream, and I guess it was hot. Now mind you, he got this spicy ice cream. I'm like, bro, and it was around like November. That's crazy part. It's around November right now. But he gets this spicy ice cream. He's eating it. He's like, oh my god, it's hot. It's hot. And he flips his hair like, oh my god, it's hot. It's hot. Who comes to ice cream shop and gets spicy ice cream? So like he's flipping his hair, he's being extra, he's judging people, he's bragging on this, bragging on that. And I'm like, yo, this just not for me. Like, you know, I'm just trying to be nice, see how he is, but the plot is not plotting, okay? So we're just, you know, talking, catching, finally finished the ice cream, those are the way, whatever. And then that's when a car, you know, flies by. Like I said, it's a busy road, so a car just flies by. And mind you, when the car flies by, of course they playing music loud, hanging out the window, you know, do whatever they do. Okay, like they just look lit, and then they fly by, and he looks at them like, ugh. And I'm like, is you cool? Like, they're minding their business. They're not even worried about you. They're just flying by, playing their music, vibing. And it just rubbed me the wrong way, because it's like, you already rubbed me when the lady asked about sit together separate and you yelled out separate. Then there's people walking around their business, you looking at them, judging them. And now a car flies by, blasting music, enjoying, having a good time, and you just look at them weird. I'm like, yeah, I'm over this, ain't for me. So I grab my phone and text one of my friends like, hey, can y'all call me or text me, like something, whatever. Cool, they didn't text back yet. So I'm waiting for like a text or call, whatever, and then randomly he's like, oh, he literally gets his phone like this, like, oh, I gotta go, my mom just said dinner's ready, I have to go. Bird, you ain't have to go nowhere. Now mind you, yes, I just text one of my friends that like I had to leave, but or randomly you just grab your phones, I have to go, being extra, okay, being real extra. And I'm like, okay, whatever, cool, have a good day, boom. He gets up, whatever, I get up, boom, have a good day, we leave, blase. So that was hair flip. I call him hair flip because I forgot to mention he flipped his hair a lot. Like everything he eats, ice cream, he's flipping his hair. When this, he was flipping his hair. Everything he did, he would just flip his hair. Mind you, y'all, he was by himself. That's what it should have been. But on his bio would say he was by. But yeah, but that's hair flip, and that was the first one. Alright, y'all. So it's later, as y'all can see. What happened is when I was recording, I ended up getting like phone calls and stuff, and I literally got on a FaceTime call and forgot about the video. But I'm back, so let's get into it. So this is gonna be the second person. So Tinder dates, like I said, Tinder dates going wrong. It's gonna be second person. So second person, we're gonna call them car girl and car guy. And yes, y'all, I got music in the background. So car girl and car guy is one person. So just to let y'all know, but it's two different names. Okay, let's get into it. So me and car guy, we met on Tinder. Like I said, of course, it's Tinder dates. And you know, I was just on Tinder one day, just swiping left, right. And I click on car guy. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, he seems pretty good. He looks cool. And when I call him car guy, it's because he had like this nice car. He had like a car that he like modified and like put rims on it and stuff like that. You know, people that's into cars. I'm not like a big car person, but Fast and Furious is one of my favorite movies, and his car reminded me of Fast and Furious. So yeah. So boom, I swiped and we end up matching. I'm like, cool, we end up matching, you know. And then like I said, a couple hours ago, like he texts me, we're just, you know, talking, getting to know each other, exchanging like, you know, social media, stuff like that. So boom, we exchange social medias. I get his Instagram, he get my Instagram. We finally go to the same college. Cool. That's cool. We finally go to the same college. And then, you know, I'll say we've been texting for about almost a month now. We just been texting for a couple weeks to a month. Okay, so we've been texting and we thought, okay, let's plan a day. So we planned a day to go meet up, and he was like, oh, he lives basically he lived about 30 minutes away from me, 30 minutes away, and I live 30 minutes away from him too. But we was like, let's just meet at a place. So we ended up meeting. It's called Tradition. If you might say you know Tradition is like a big plaza. They have like, it's real big. They have like, one side is like Publix, Tutti Frutti and stuff like that. It's that like their little downtown area. The other side is like shopping plazas like TJ Maxx, Burlington, Ross, Five Below, etc. Then they have an open field. They have an open field, and usually when they have an open field, they usually have events there. So there's always events there, stuff like that. So okay, cool. So we plan to meet there. Okay, cool. So the day comes, I drive 30 minutes up there, and then I'm like, okay, cool. So the day we plan to meet, it was an event. So the park over there, it was like real packed. So I decided to go to an empty parking lot away from everybody, and parked over there. Now mind you, I'm trying to text them, but I forgot to mention y'all, Tradition, there's no service. The service is bad as hell. Like, you know, Tradition, Port St. Lucie, all that service is bad as hell. So I'm like, you know, trying to text my Instagram, but it's not going through because the service is bad. So I'm just looking around, trying to text, trying to call on Instagram, whatever. And I look over and I see a girl in the car. I'm like, oh, who's the girl? And I look at the car, and it was his car, and I'm like, oh, that's not a girl, that's car guy. So mind you, I feel like car guy, he has like short hair, is a little long. He's about what? I'm 5'2", so he's like 5'5", 5'6". He has tattoos, wear glasses, you know, blah 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 blah, and he's Hispanic. Okay, cool. So, you know, I see him, I wave, he waved, let the window down, cool. Then we, you know, park by each other, because I was like, it was not that distance, so I move over to him. He was like, hey, I was trying to text you. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to text you, but the service is bad. Okay, cool. He was like, yeah, I didn't know it was an event out here today. The parking is bad over there. Cool. Now when I'm thinking about it, it's like, all that, literally, it's all these other shopping plazas too, like, you know, TJ Maxx. So we could have parked over there, but at the time I was like, we didn't think about it, but that was back then, because now the Tradition more, but at the time it was just trying to park in a little plaza where our ice cream shop was thinking. So we decided to park over there because there was nowhere to park. You know, we get out, give a hug, we're just talking, catching up, and then it was like, okay, let's go get some ice cream. So we go to Culver's and get ice cream. Cool, we got ice cream, I think, got some fries or whatever. We ain't getting out too big. So I get, you know, we get the food. He pays for it. Yeah, he pays for it, thank you. And you know, we get ice cream, and while we're waiting for the food and ice cream, we just talking, asking me questions about me, like, oh, how's class has been going and stuff, and this and that, and asking how, like, you know, how was the traffic, because like I said, I had to drive 30 minutes, stuff. You know, just ask questions, asking how I've been doing, cool. You know, so I'm like, okay, let me ask questions too. Now I can't ask questions. He's like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, he's trying to make, like, he's really trying to get to know me. And I'm like, okay, cool, I love this, like, love that. So he's trying to get to know me. Okay, cool, everything's good. So we just talking. Basically we get our ice cream, we walk around, talk, we laugh, make jokes, stuff like that. Okay, cool. So date is going good. And he was like, hey, I'm probably finna go out the country for like a month or two. He said he was either going to Colombia or Panama. Now mind you, he been to both. Cause, you know, like, of course he's been to both because it's on his Instagram, but I forgot which one at the time he was going to. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, he was like, yeah, I still understand contact, but I'm finna go out the country for a month. I'm like, okay, cool. You don't understand like that. And then also while we talking and stuff, I'm like looking and stuff like on his arm. I'm like, you okay, whatever. And he was like, yeah, it's okay. But he was like, he said he worked on cars, but it looked like cuts and marks to me. Well, I'm not gonna get into that. But then that's when we was talking and stuff. Everything's good. He was like, hey, you know, I'm not gonna lie, like, Cause when we like was talking on Instagram and stuff, he was changing pictures, and he was like, "Oh, you know, I remember I was telling you I was thinking about transitioning to car girl." He was like, "I don't think I'm gonna do it no more. I think I'm gonna just stay car guy." And I'm like, "Hey, look, we only know each other for about a month and a half. I say like a month, I ain't gonna say, but like a month. You seem pretty cool, regardless of what you do. You're a cool person. Your vibe is cool. Your vibe is chill. Cool, whatever you do." Okay, cool. That was that. So the day goes good. Give him a hug. Leave. Says text when I get home. Text when you get home. Cool. We leave. Get home. And then text. So after that, we're just texting, and then he leaves to go, you know, on his trip. Cool. So time goes on. It's been like probably what he says he's gonna leave for a month, but listen, around this time it was finals, schoolwork. I was not worried about that. I was literally doing schoolwork, doing all this. I wasn't worried about you know, how whatever. So whatever. So I did text him a couple times, but he was like, "Hey, I can't really text because you know when you're out the country, some phone companies they would charge you a fee." Okay, cool. Cool. So I say. He's been going for a month, then a month turned to 2, then it's been like 2 months, couple weeks. I'm like, dang, I ain't from car guy in a minute. So I'm just on Instagram, you know, just scrolling, whatever. Okay? So mind you, you know, like on Instagram, you know, your username. So for example, let's say that his username was car guy 52, whatever. I'm gonna use that, right? Now it's Instagram, it says car woman or I love cars girl or car something like way different. It's like car woman loves cars, a woman loves cars, or whatever the name loves cars. I'm gonna say it says car girls love fast cars, whatever. That's what we're gonna say it says. I'm like, who is this? Because you know, I'm just like going through my stories. I'm like, who is this? Click on it. It's car guy, but now it's car girl. I'm like, oh, okay. They decided to go with the transition and everything. Okay, cool. So I click on it, and I'm just looking. And mind you, I'm just like scrolling through the pictures I see when it was on the trip. I see, you know, the car stuff, all that. And then I see car girl with somebody else. I'm like, oh, car girl is with a girl. And they're kissing in the picture. Like, hold on 1 second. And they're kissing in the picture. So I'm like, oh, that you got a partner. And I was like, oh, I thought you was gonna be my car girl, my car girl, car guy that was gonna be in Fast and Furious. Thought you was gonna be driving me around, blah, 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 blah. I was like, my Shayla, even though we ain't have nothing really going on, but it was like you said when you come back, you're supposed to reconnect with me. But I feel like I got ghosted. So I got ghosted, and I was like, oh, you know what? Okay, whatever it is. So I unfollowed car girl, and you know she has a party now and stuff like that. Okay, cool. Unfollow, not worry about it. Move on. So then some time goes on. Car girl follows me back, DMs me like, hey, how are you? I'm like, I'm good, whatever. And it was like, yeah, you know, I decided to go with my transition, blase, blase. Sorry for ghosting you, stuff like that. I'm like, oh, it's okay, you know, good for you, da da da. Then they said, oh, they plan on moving out of the country. Okay, cool. Text a little bit, but then it got dry. So it was over with. But yeah, y'all, I got ghosted by car guy or car girl, because it's car girl now. But yes, I got ghosted. Like, it didn't went good, and then I got ghosted because it's like you went out of the country and you decided to come back, transition, and got you a partner and just ghosted me. But hey, it is what it is. I don't know, car girl somewhere, probably racing cars, I don't know, but we not together. But yes, y'all, that's my second Tinder date, and yes, y'all, that's that. So the third one, the third story is gonna call Scam Cup. Yes, y'all, I got scammed by a couple. Let me get into that. Hold on. Alright, y'all, so like I said, Scam Cup. So yes, y'all, I got scammed by a couple, but not just me. A lot of people got scammed by a couple on Instagram and Snapchat. Okay, let's get into it. So boom, Scam Cup is, so it's two people. So of course we have two people. One is called, one I'm gonna name them. Alright, so it's two people. You have Baddest B, okay, and you have 8-inch. Now you're gonna be like, 8-inch, I'm gonna tell you why I call them 8-inch. So boom, so one day I'm at work. This when I was working at my old job, you know, I used to work at sandwich shop, whatever, cool. And you know, I'm just working, stuff like that, and we get like orders, you know, pick up orders, delivery orders, cool. So order comes in, and it's like, it was one combo and one sandwich. Okay, cool, whatever. So then on the ticket it said Baddest B, and I was like, Baddest B, like, you know, names come in, it'd be funny, like, it would be like, oh, Baddest B, Your Highness, or stupid names like Tom, Dick, whatever. It'd be crazy names, like, whatever. But it was funny to me because I was like, oh, Baddest B better be the Baddest B coming in, because you ordered this right before we finna close. You better be the Baddest B coming in, because I was trying to go home. So anyways, boom, the order comes in, I make the food, whatever. So then that's when I'm like, okay, cool, time goes, say like 5-10 minutes, I'm just on my phone scrolling. Yes, I was on my phone scrolling because ain't nothing else to do, we finna close. That's that. So then that's when I'm scrolling. Then somebody pulls up. I'm like, okay, cool. They get out, and I'm like, oh yeah, pick up for baddest B, blah blah blah, baddest B, blah blah. I'm like, okay. They walk in. Baddest B was in gay, but like real, like ratchet and stuff. Like I'm baddest B, da da da, tongue pierced, like just being real ratchet, da da da. Cool. I'm like, oh, you baddest B, da da da. They was like, yeah, I'm baddest B, da da da. Okay, cool. Baddest B get their food, and then I was like, oh shoot, I didn't order extra drink. I'm like, oh no, you good. I'll just give it to you because I'm ready to go home. And I was like, oh, it's for my man. He better come out, da da da. He better come out, da da da. It's cool. So I guess baddest B goes to the door and say, come, tell his man to come out and get a drink. So boom, I'm like, oh, okay. So baddest B come back, and I'm like, okay, whatever for your drinks. So I'm gonna pick up my phone. I look up, I just see somebody in a hoodie, and y'all, he pulls off the hoodie, tall, dark skin, nice eyes, like he had no shirt on, nice body. Oh yeah, I had to switch over to my phone because my card is full in my camera. So I switched to my phone, and literally I need that footage. So yeah, so like I was saying, but hold on, I'm looking like, how did baddest B pull 8-inch? Because 8-inch is T, good looking good. Baddest B wasn't ugly, but baddest B gave me okay, crazy. So like yeah, I'm like, how do you pull that? But anyways, we just laughing, joking, talking, cool, whatever. Like, oh, you said baddest B, da da da. Oh, baddest B, da da da. Cool. Oh, 8-inch, nice to meet you, da da da. Cool. Just chopping in, whatever. Cool. I'm like, yeah, da da da. You seem pretty cool. These days I work, whatever, da da da. Cool. Boom. They leave. So then some time goes on, and I'm just on Tinder swiping. And I'm like, oh, that's 8-inch. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, oh, that's 8-inch, whatever. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, what are you doing on Tinder? Because, like, he got baddest B. So I'm like, you know what? He's gonna look anyway. So I was like, this Tinder, swipe left, swipe right, swipe. Boom. We match. Cool. Or whatever. I'm like, cool. So we matched on Tinder. I'm like, okay, cool. He texts first. He was like, hey, yo, I remember you from the sandwich shop, da da da. You seem pretty cool, seem pretty chill. I'm like, yeah, you seem pretty cool too, da da da. Just chopping up, whatever. And I was like, does your partner know that you're on Tinder? Like, is that okay with your partner? And I was like, oh yeah, my partner, I'm on Tinder, da da da. It's cool, da da da, whatever. Okay, cool. That's what you say. You say your partner know. Okay, cool. So then, we're just talking on Tinder. And then it was like, hey, let me add you on Snap. Cool. So add him on Snap. Cool. We snapping each other, stuff like that. Ooh. They asking what days. My bad. Somebody was using the bathroom living room. Anyways, so boom, we chopping it up. We, like I said, we matched on Tinder. I'm asking, hey, does your partner know you on Tinder? They was like, yeah. I'm like, oh, but it was like, yeah, I'm just on here looking for friends. Okay, you on Tinder looking for friends. Whatever. Cool. Da da da. We chopping it up. Okay. Say, hey, I'm gonna text you on Snapchat. Okay, cool. We exchange on Snapchat. Cool. So we, sending snaps, text on Snap. They was like, hey, what day are you gonna be at your job? I was like, I'll be there this day. Like I said, they seem pretty cool. I give them a discount. They seem like a vibe. Okay, cool. So then, boom, that was that. And then, of course, when you post a Snapchat, you can send, like, streaks and stuff like that, or post whatever. So then that's when Enrich was like, oh, let me ask you my private. I said, okay, cool, bet. Now, mind you, private, it'd be like, it could be private, like, just for your friends or family, whatever. Oh, your close friends. They gonna say family, just like close friends. You posting crazy stuff. And then you have the private that's explicit, like, that type of private. So I'm like, okay, let me take private. So I'm like, okay, cool. Didn't care. Yeah. I get into the private, and I just see 8-inch. I'm like, just hanging around whatever, do whatever they do, blah, 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 cool. And then I see 8-inch at Baddest B, and Baddest B is just, like, getting rammed like crazy. I'm like, why you do that? I can't, because at the time I was not even out. But I was like, ooh, how you handle all that? So I was like, oh my God, like, he's getting that on the private. I'm like, ooh, this is interesting. Like, okay, cool. So then it was like, oh, you like what you see? I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool, da da da, whatever. This and that. It was like, oh yeah, I got more if you want to see it. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about that. I was like, maybe not. I don't know, but whatever. Cool. So then that's when, time goes on. It was like, hey, me and Baddest B broke up, da da da. You seem pretty cool, she'll link and stuff. Bird? Oh no, sir. You think you slick. You think you trying to get me? No. So I was like, I don't know, we can probably hang and link whatever one day, cool, whatever. Never happened, never did. Okay, cool. So then that's when I guess he puts on Snapchat like, oh, he needs money for this and money's for that and blah 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 and asking people whatever. Oh, if you send this, I'll send you explicit this or explicit this or da da da. That's what he's doing. He said him and Baddies B broke up and now he needs some money to pay for this, pay for that. Okay, that's what you do, whatever. So then, boom, he sends me a picture. So if y'all know F for F, so it's follow for follow. So he sends me follow for follow. I post it, and then like other people started adding me. I started adding people, and it was like the follow for follow. Y'all know follow for follow back in the days. Cool. So we doing that, and it's like follow for follow, whatever. But his follow for follow is like so he can get people to add him, so he can like make money showing exclusive photos and stuff, videos. So that's what his was for. Mine was just regular, because baby, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, get it how you get it, but I'm not doing that. Okay? So, boom, they do that. Cool. I posted, people add whatever, cool. Time goes on. So, time goes on, and then I was like, oh, I need some money for this. You know, send me the money. I'll send you exclusive. Maybe I did it once. Maybe I did it twice. Who knows? Okay, I was young. This was like 2022, 2023. Back in the days, okay? So, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Who knows? Never know. Literally. That happens, cool. Send money, whatever, cool. Didn't get no photos, get no videos. Okay, I'm not finna rush. You got stuff going on, whatever, da da da. So then time's gone, and then that's when, like I said, he said him and Baddies B broke up, and he's like saying, "Oh, I need this, I need that. S, you know, F for F, da da da. You send this, I send you this, whatever." Okay, that's that. So then that's when time goes on. A couple weeks later, and then I see this like I'm just on Snap, and this post it says Ada. She's like, "Oh, y'all just mad because we got your money and da da da. Me and Baddies B ain't going nowhere. Think y'all figure out funds, da da da." But y'all, they was out here scamming people. Literally, I got added to a private that you only got like see maybe 1 or 2 videos. Then I got taken out of it. And what he'll do is he'll do the follow follow. They'll add people, get a little sneak peek, then they'll send their money and never get nothing in return. They either get blocked or they just never got nothing in return. But I think they mostly got blocked. And people was like, oh, add on something that was like, oh, don't. So they said, oh, he's a scammer, he's a liar. You gonna send the money, you're not gonna get nothing in return. And then other people saying that too. And I was like, ooh, getting scammed. So like literally, you and your partner literally had, you know, made your little videos, whatever, and I'm assuming on Baddies B Snapchat did the same thing as English did, and y'all said, oh, pay me for this, and I'll send you this, send you that, and y'all never did. Y'all was like, he's scamming people, and I was one of them. I got scammed. Y'all, I got scammed. I sent my funds, never got nothing in return. Now, mind you, like I said, I was young and I was dumb. Would I do that now? Absolutely not. Okay, you got Twitter and you got other things. Okay, but yes, there was out here scamming people, and people was actually sending money. Like people sending like 50, 100, and ain't get nothing. So yes, y'all, this couples out here scamming people, and then literally all I remember is like it just was like gone. Like either I got blocked or unadded, whatever. But the Snapchat was gone. I was like, I got scammed. They got me good, but it's okay. They got me good, and y'all, they probably, I don't know, they probably still scamming people now. They probably in jail. I don't know what they got going on. But yeah, y'all, that's how I got scammed by a couple because they was like, send me this, I send you that, and they didn't do it. So yeah, that's that. Tinder is like, you gotta be careful on there, y'all, because y'all can get scammed, I can get catfish, I can get anything, okay? But that's what that story is gonna be. We gonna name him He Tried It, okay? We're gonna name him He Tried It, whatever, okay, cool. So boom, I'm at work. I'm always at work. So it's always time I'm always at work or ice cream shop. I don't know why. But I was at work, and so this dude comes in, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. He comes in, talking vibes, cool, whatever. We don't orders food. I make jokes, fix the sandwich, cool, laughing, joking, whatever. Leaves, cool. Time goes on. I'm just on Tinder, swiping, stuff like that. I'm like, oh, he looked familiar. Just swiped, we match, da da da. Texting, oh, you like the customer that came to my job the other day? He was like, oh yeah, I remember, da da da. Cool. Texting, whatever. Okay, whatever. Get to know each other, cool. So we get to know each other. He was like, okay, let's hang one day. I'm like, cool, let's meet at the beach. I like to meet at public places. Like, I don't know about y'all, but when I meet somebody the first time, I need to be out somewhere public. I'm gonna give you my address. None of that. We're gonna meet in public, you know, in case anything happens, God forbid. So cool. So boom, we plan to meet at the beach. We pick the day, pick the time. Okay, cool. So the day come a Saturday, of course, because you know our schedules are busy. Like I'm working and in school, he's working, whatever he's doing. Cool. Pick the day, finna go to the beach. So boom, I done got up, took a shower, you know, get fresh, whatever, put on my outfit, go to the beach, finna go hang. So I leave, so I'm gonna go to the beach, cool. Well, all we only did was text on Tinder. We never exchanged Instagram, numbers, none of that. So I'm like, hey, good morning, I'm finna go to the beach, whatever, cool. Drive to the beach. Mind you, the beach from my house is probably like 7 minutes, because I was at my granddad house on the weekends. So I leave my granddad house, go to the beach, you know, I'm on the way there. I'm like, hey, I'm at the beach, I parked there, cool. So it was like, hey, you know, I'm on the way. It says I'll be there in 10 minutes, cool, whatever. So like 5 minutes gone, and I'm like, okay, cool, just waiting. And then it was like, hey, how far are you? It was like, oh, I'm down the street, whatever. That's what they said. They said I'm down the street. Okay, cool. And then that's when they text again. It was like, hey, I'm not gonna lie, like, you seem pretty cool, you seem to hang, but I'm just trying to dip in. I was like, Bird, you trying to do what? He said, I'm trying to. Yeah, no, like for real, at the time I was not even into that. Like, nah, like maybe a little bit now, maybe. But back then I was like, no, I'm like, yeah, no, that's not what I'm here for. I came to meet, chill, go to the beach, get in the water, whatever, cool. Yeah, I text that about a minute later, unmatched, profile was gone. I was like, you think you slick, you trying to get me. So like really all he wanna do was just, and I was like, nah, that's not happening. So you know what I did? Cranked up my car, put it in drive. No, did I back? No, I didn't back in because I can't drive. We put it in reverse, back out, left. When they got me some McDonald's, some ice cream, and went home. Because what you thought this was? You thought it was easy? No, you tried it. But yes, y'all, those are my worst Tinder days. I got scammed by a couple, got ghosted by a person. Somebody just tried it, and then one person which was extra. So yeah, so if you want to go on Tinder, go on your own risk. But for me, yeah, I don't know, like I did get on it maybe a couple months ago, met a couple friends, but it ain't for me. It's literally off my phone now. But yes, y'all, if you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, turn on those post notifications, and I'll see you on my next video. Peace.